Hello, everybody, and welcome to something new. This is a random game. Why not?
That's right. We found Thomas was alone. I think this came out a while ago.
No
Um,
clue.
let's see. Let's check the good old box.
What-
What's it
what-
say? Oh, there's nothing on the box. I hate myself.
So,
The cake is a lie.
this is a little bit of a 2D platformer. It's kind of cool. So,
To be honest, we didn't even know what this was. I just
Not at all.
purchased it.
and I saw the title and I thought it was cool, and so I figured I'd just try it out, see how you guys like it. Figured we'd do, I don't know, something with it.
Yeah.
So,
At the time, at least that we're recording this, we're not entirely sure if it's going to be like a full-blown series.
yeah,
It doesn't look like it's going to be that long, so it'll probably be like a nice 4
4 or
to
5
5
episodes. So,
So
gonna go ahead and
If you like it, it's great. If not, it's only going to be a couple episodes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hit new game here. Start this out. And why don't you tell everybody about how you got this game?
All right. So I was in GameStop, which I don't typically go to GameStop unless I'm getting like a downloadable Pokemon card. Really, that's all I use them for now.
Thomas was alone.
Oh,
Name drop.
we got the main character's name now. Also, there's this neat little narrator.
Oh yeah, this narrator's gonna be talking through the thing. I'm gonna try to let his dialogue go through so everyone can read it.
I will try to as well,
Yeah.
but he speaks quite frequently. So if I end up cutting him off, Lawrence can, I guess,
Thomas
cut me
decided
off
to
when he's
start
editing.
listing his observations for posterity.
Interesting.
It's a little cute.
The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
So we're playing a little square that has sentience and basically
Yeah, the
I don't
angle
know.
that they're taking at this game is very odd.
this red square is self-aware is what I'm getting from this. It's
Yeah.
really
And we have this guy narrating it.
Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall?
You giving me this big old cheesy
Something
grin. What's
to
up? Oh, the.
figured out a jump.
Jump.
Mario Jumpman Mario
What?
would be proud.
Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Yeah.
That is a fun joke.
It's a. It's kind of cute. The dialogue,
this,
I would
this,
say.
This dialogue's very cutesy.
Big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in
Looks
missing
like you're gonna have to think a little
it.
bit
The
for
world
this
didn't
one.
want him
Oh
to
yeah, you're
fail.
gonna figure out how I have
It
to.
was pushing him, but gently.
The world was pushing him. You know,
It's very,
momentum
very
on the nose, but
prophetic.
not. It's on the nose, but not telling you exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
It's letting you know that momentum has a role in this game.
Yeah.
This all seemed a little dangerous.
Let's see this.
The world
very
was
dangerous.
not to be trusted.
Ooh.
Unstable.
Jesus.
And it seemed
Oh, no.
to Thomas that it could let
The
Oh,
him
ground
no.
is falling.
any
Oh no,
moment.
the sky is falling. Help! Help!
He was
Help! Help!
starting to suspect
Ah.
it might even be doing
Is there anything on the other
something
side?
purpose.
On the other side of what? No.
Paranoia.
Okay, no, the screen's not moving. You're good.
Nope.
You're good, fam. You're good.
There we go. Also, the water is acid. We played a little bit to test this out, see what it was like.
Yeah.
So,
Because as we said,
Thomas
we didn't even
wondered
know what this
whether the
game
portals
was.
Were actually taking him anywhere.
felt like there was
He
making
felt like he was
progress.
making
There wasn't really
progress,
any
but
way to
There
know.
wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right.
This is a little nod to whenever you're playing a video game, you just go to the right and you go to your objective. This is just like, it's basically metaing everything.
Yeah.
But like from the perspective of the character that doesn't understand what's going on.
Might have been paranoia again.
It's a very interesting take.
It's basically saying that the world is being weird
There
and
always seemed
it's
to be one step
basically
ahead of
leading
his
into
skills.
his goal every time.
Yeah.
It had been
Designed for him.
I'll also say that it looks very pretty.
It-
I mean,
it-
for being a 2D platformer, this could have been pixel art,
Yeah.
and it would have been okay. But they took the extra mile to
Make
develop
everything,
shading.
everything just looks clean. The visual effects are amazing. This music, even though it's going to be very low, I'll probably make it a little bit louder during the quiet sections, but it's
Didn't
amazing.
like it.
Oh, here we see respawns
Oh yeah, we
in
have
case
the
you
respawn.
accidentally die.
And you want to know what dying looks like?
Four.
This.
Not
You
good.
explode.
To be avoided.
Water was to be avoided, because water is acidic and explodes you.
Does that mean he's made it of chemicals? We never know, at least as far as we know so far.
So, okay, so all we understand is that we are a solid and water is liquid. We don't know what anything is made up of, except for the water is acidic.
Yeah.
Which, water is technically always acidic. Haha, chemistry class.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm pretty bad at science, but hey.
Hey, I figured out this
Sometimes
jumping
you-
puzzle pretty quick.
Oh, wow, it's almost like we've played this one.
And it's also a very simple jumping puzzle. Also, 0.10, that doesn't
The
work.
world was training
Yeah.
him.
The world was training
He could
him.
feel himself
Getting smarter. That's basically
the
the...
mentalistic incident.
And the
The
first
player.
actual death of the game.
Spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper.
This is showing that the player is being taught what to do, and that he's actually getting better at the game.
Yeah.
It's interesting how it's like super meta and fourth wall breaky, which I love fourth wall breaks. I love Deadpool. He's basically a mini Deadpool. He's red and everything, so this guy is basically Deadpool, confirmed.
But he doesn't have a mouth or anything, so he's the Deadpool from Origins of Wolverine.
Whoa. I submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts, more than one AI was bound to be spawned into an environment at some point. Turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything. I don't understand what those research notes are from.
I don't either yet.
I think Thomas and,
I have a feeling we'll be learning more.
I think they are
As the
actually
story goes?
AI.
Yeah, maybe
These-
it's like an
these are
AI
little-
program.
Because he's talking about having multiple AI spawn in
Yeah.
a singular area.
So maybe they're like starting to gain somewhat of sentience, but
Yeah.
it's just a program.
That would be... That's interesting.
He'd held his own.
That is interesting.
He'd even
We're
been
playing
graceful
as
at
basically
times.
an AI, or we are the AI.
Well, not actually. Not technically graceful.
But yeah, as far as how I got the
Fine.
game, I ended
Oh,
up going
yeah.
to GameStop,
Skinny little
and
runt really
they don't
stood out
usually
like
have a
he owned the
computer
place.
aisle, at least the ones here in Kansas, because I've gone to the majority of them in Kansas. And they had like 6 Steelbook indie games on the shelf for like $1 a piece. Half of them were used, half of them were new, and I'm just going. I mean, I'd spend $1 just on the Steelbook alone, not even with the game. But they all included a game, a soundtrack, a Steelbook, Steam code, which may or may not work for the used ones. And that's really the story of how it got here. And then he was like, hey, this game looks cool, and we're playing it. But we'll probably end up trying a lot of the other ones. I know the names a lot more of some of the other ones, like
Guacamelee.
Guacamelee is apparently a huge
Which,
game.
of course, made it all the more enticing.
Punch Club I've heard of.
Dude, what new opportunities
Awesome
might
Knots.
this open up to
I've
him?
heard of that one too. Then we got some other ones. I think one of them is called like Chariot or something.
Yeah, Chariot. That one seemed interesting too.
It looks like it's a co-op little indie game, and I'm like, that's neat. That'd be perfect for the channel.
Yeah. And this is as far as I've gotten. So,
Yeah, everything that
all of this
we've
from
seen
now on is
new.
new, so we're probably going to be more
On the
quiet.
surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared.
Oh yeah, by the way, little
Red
boy
seemed
over
fine,
here,
happy
his name
to
is
be on his
Christopher.
merry little adventure.
Look at
Chris,
him. He's so cute.
he's little squish
Chris
boy.
couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse.
The
as
like
Thomas
tone
had
and
joined.
atmosphere kind of reminds me of Little Big Planet.
Sure,
A little
he'd been able
bit.
to
I can hear the
piggyback
little,
his way
like,
to
the...
Some
ever so
chirps, you
slightly
know,
higher
of like
platforms,
chiptune and stuff.
Where that got him? Well,
Also, Chris doesn't like
slightly
Thomas.
higher platforms, which was
Yeah, they kind of hate each other, which is
No, Thomas likes him. Chris is just like, why is this big guy here? I can do this on my own. But then he's mad every time he has to work with Thomas. It's just giving little, like,
characterizing blocks.
it's
which is
characterizing
neat.
blocks. It's interesting. And okay, look at this lighting. You move and it's blocking the light. You move. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh.
I mean, it may not blow a lot of people's minds,
No,
but
but-
it does look cool.
This is a game about blocks, about jumping block puzzles.
Chris stared
so
at Thomas with
I-
pure
I like that the
hatred.
1.5 follows
He
you, and the
seemed
text
so very happy
corrects
with their
itself.
situation. friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
Oh,
I don't think he... Oh,
That would be
wait a
fine.
minute.
But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated
little
him.
bridge.
Every
Look,
time
it's
he
a
saw
boat!
something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot.
Need to move
He'd
them
hope
both.
The next portal would split them up.
No!
Second death of the game.
No! Third, because I killed Chris.
Oh, I don't know if I counted that or not.
This is interesting, though.
It's definitely neat.
I'm loving this game to bits. Oh. Chris, you know you can't. Whoop,
Whoop.
whoop ditties.
That song's not relevant.
Not anymore.
It looks like he needs to go down there.
Yeah. Because it confuses me, because it's like which block goes to which path, and
Yeah.
you don't know. Oh, I guess only Chris can fit down there. Old Thomas looks like fish food in the water. Anyway, this is going to be a really chill kind of game. Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Not much going on.
Especially since we haven't played this game before.
Yeah, this is all new to me. We know what's going on in Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on in this, and I'm loving this. That leap of faith kind of scared me for a minute, because I wasn't sure what was going on.
Yeah. Also, if you guys want to see more like this, I mean,
Oh, yeah,
just let us know.
Yeah, if you
you've
want to
got
see
games
if you
of-
want to see Guacamelee, Chariot, anything, just say something in the comments below. We'll listen to you. We're small, so we can read all the comments.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, are we getting a new friend?
John knew.
John.
Knew that this was his chance. A moment.
John, you put a Monday.
You put a Monday in my lasagna.
John.
Can we just make a Garfield reference?
Yes.
Beautiful. I'm confused.
Oh, I know what we're supposed to do.
I'll give him a little bit of room. Okay.
Yeah, and then have Thomas jump up here, and have Christopher jump on top of Thomas, and have Thomas move over a little bit.
And then the train works.
Boom! Boom! Okay. Okay, I'm loving this.
Would not do.
Oh.
John needed room to show off
Oh.
his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped
That is a
on the
super
wrong
high
side
jump.
of these little dot things. Where'd
It's
they come
character-
from anyway?
It's characterizing all of these blocks, and I love it.
It's so unique.
Yeah, like you've never cared about a block in any game other than Pong,
Yeah.
and that's you cared about what side it was on.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of
There's
awesome.
such a big jump.
That is a huge jump.
Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use. Time to show those little dots how it was done.
Oh, he called them little dots.
John decided to
I mean, from
press
his
the switch
perspective.
to
I
let the little
guess.
dots catch
It's
up
like when a really tall person meets a really small.
for his new ally.
It's such an easy jump,
You
too.
could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
I would say you could implement some kind of death counter, but at the same time, it might, it might be too much.
Yeah, it might take away a little bit, but I mean, I might not. I might have a little pop-up every time, so we don't have to count. But I love this teamwork aspect. I
It's
love
a-
how all of these care for each other except for Christopher, because Christopher's just small and angry.
It's like most, at least most short people I know.
Haha.
They have that kind of attitude, and it's neat. Oh god, to their death! Oh, dang it.
Oh no, he dropped him.
What is that up there?
It's just designed like in the background. There's a bunch of squares and stuff.
Oh, okay. It just looked a lot darker than the other one, so I kind of thought maybe it was I mean, if you stack them on top of them and jump up, maybe you can collect it.
You're right.
Maybe it's a little secret.
I don't... What?
I don't know what they're for, but
What? There's collectibles? Nope, not gonna do it. But no. This game is really interesting. What company made this? Can you find out for me?
I can try. Well, the two people who ended up producing this copy of the game is Game Trust Collection and IndieBox. I guess shout out. Why not?
Yeah, sponsored by IndieBox.
You know, I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind being sponsored by anything.
Except that,
Welch's grape juice.
dude, yes.
Fish sticks.
I think the only companies we'd ever turn down is just bad companies. Like, I know recently on YouTube, we're getting a little meta talking about YouTube. There's this company that like writes essays for you for your schoolwork, and like people have actually been promoting it. Like, yo guys, go use this website. They'll write essays for you and pay you if you pay them a little bit. And I'm just like, not only is that cheating, but that's also just awful.
That leads me to a store.
Does it really? You got story time? Oh wait, let me find the maker of the game. It looks like Bethel.
I've never heard of that.
Neither have I. And if it's not, well, I don't know, put it in the description or something.
Future me have a little pop-up telling what actual company this is from. Oh, they're all working together. They're being family.
It's just blocks too. It's beautiful.
It's like Romeo and Juliet, but with blocks. Like, how do I...
Apparently this game was it's got a little letter from the developer in the manual, and it's this game was made as an experiment, purely as a hobby.
Really?
And he's incredibly proud of it.
I would be too. This game is amazing so far. I'm having a good time. Anyway,
it looks like the game's narrator was put in charge of creating this manual.
Oh,
that's neat.
Interesting. It's interesting that he had more than one job, not just sitting in front of a mic.
Yeah.
Thomas, get off of Christopher.
Did you have a story?
The essays.
The essay thing?
So, this was my sophomore year. We were required to, in our history class, to basically write a journal from the perspective of a World War II soldier, like in the trenches and stuff.
Yeah.
And I ended up writing 7 different people's, 8 including my own. All of them got A+.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. And then later on we had another Holocaust, like you're supposed to write Holocaust survivors' perspective.
Yeah.
The red one.
And I once again did it for 7 different people, and all of them got A+. So I'm a pretty good writer. I just can't write scripts to save my life.
I've noticed.
Ouchies.
Ooh, slight burn.
Slight burn. This is this is just overloading me with happy. This music is, plus the environment is just, it's so simplistic.
I just think we got the soundtrack too.
Yeah,
so that means you're going to be able to rip the soundtrack.
I'm definitely ripping this soundtrack and listening to it all the time.
And it's official, which even makes it more better.
That much better, because I don't enjoy pirating things. I mean...
that's a topic that a lot of people either discuss a lot and have a strong opinion, or don't discuss at all.
I mean, pirating, yeah, it's bad. It takes away money from those who deserve it. But
I think there's instances where it's
okay.
Somewhat acceptable.
Like the law that you can only have X amount of copies of the same CD.
Yeah.
That's understandable, because you don't want to just mass produce it for friends or yourself, I guess. But
I also, I think it's good to have backup discs and such.
Yeah. Oh, there's a collectible over there. I wonder if John can get to it.
Angry orange one was less immediately likable, but
you got it.
His unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
John is amused by the cynicism of Chris. I almost forgot my kid's name.
Your kid?
Are you the
father to these children?
I am a bad parent.
I don't even know if we straight up said it, but Lawrence is the one currently playing the game.
Oh yeah, I'm playing. I'm loving it though. I can't reach the Papa John.
Can't reach the Papa John.
It's so weird because you switched characters with one button.
Yeah, it's like a rotation, kinda.
I wonder how many blocks we're eventually gonna get.
From the manual, it said there was at least 4. But since there's a bunch of like boxes with arrows on it all over it, I think there's more. I could be wrong.
How are we gonna handle more than 4 characters? That's gonna block everything. Can't get up there without John. See, it's teamwork, and we all love each other, and we're working like a family.
Family.
Except for Christopher hates everyone. That's me. Christopher is me.
Christopher Columbus.
See, we're helping each other.
It also looks very tedious and
It
kind
is a
of
little.
annoying.
It is a little bit, but once you get it down, it's really cutesy and fun. So
Alright.
we're on 110.
1.10?
That's not how that works.
A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and
What's he
timing.
talking about? A floating target?
John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to
Okay,
triumph.
so the floating target will be the last one you put
That's
in.
what the dots were for.
Because
they were there
immediately,
to extend
like,
John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive.
This is what John's for.
John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Oh my god, I'm loving this. Because John's just helping everybody. I love how they all have names and we don't have to name them ourselves. They're not just yellow, orange, and red.
Yeah.
That gives them so much more depth, I feel.
Yeet.
Yote.
Yodel-loo.
Yodeling kid.
That meme died quick.
He was on Ellen.
Yeah. Pretty much once you hit Ellen, you're dead. Meme-wise, not actually.
I mean, I would love to be on Ellen.
I also don't want to die, though.
I would like to have relevance. Dude, that was awesome. So we're on 2.0. The initial group possessed similar variation in size and strength. More complex configurations were inevitable. As the error spread, these variations became increasingly extreme. So are we errors?
This
Maybe.
was how Claire would die.
Claire. Alright.
She knew it would happen eventually.
Claire.
She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural
What's
order.
going on? Oh no, we're
The
falling.
crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed.
What?
I'm so confused.
What? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was
She's not dying in water.
dead.
Hmm.
It was at that moment that Claire realized
She had superpowers.
she had superpowers.
He's so excited about it.
Oh, this narrator makes it.
Reminds me of another game with a cool
Need a
narrator
cape.
that
There's no getting around that. You
we might play.
couldn't be a superhero.
Although I feel
without
like
a
it would
cape.
infuriate us, and it's also not relevant anymore. Getting
If you saw
over
a
it.
cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing
Never.
with.
Not
It was
even.
all about communication.
Our death count's getting higher because
Shush.
Floating in water, which was her superpower.
crush.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
Interesting.
Now this is gonna help John.
That's right.
John, you put a Monday and that was on. So we're thinking stopping at 2.5.
2.5 would be okay.
We have looked it up, and this game is 100
Right.
levels long.
They're not my skinny friends.
Yeah.
For I
There's also.
am Claire.
I read in the
I
box
will
that there's some
save
bonus chapters. That'll probably just depend if we feel
Claire
like
needs
continuing
to be
after
the
that.
superhero
and really
as
just
soon as possible.
how well the series does, and kind of the
Yeah.
what
What we
everybody's
want to
interested
do.
in. Yeah,
Because I'm loving this.
yeah.
I'm having a bunch of fun. Look, we have a boat.
Wow.
The SS Claire. Also, you didn't hear it, but Claire needs to think of a superhero name now that she has powers.
Oh, Claire has a spot too.
On the other side. Whoa, she jumped out of that water. Boom! So this is 2.4.
I mean, if you want, we can finish this.
Claire arrived
To 3.
just in time.
Yeah, let's
And
go.
that would
Perfect
even it out
moment
for the bonus
for
stage.
superheroes to arrive.
That's interesting.
There we go. Oh, the water was rising. Let's not let Claire get squashed. This is cool.
Alright, now you get some kind of,
This is variation, puzzle solving,
yeah.
not just moving blocks.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
Oh god.
That's on the nose. Restarting, that's Undertale. It's kind of Undertale type stuff.
You're gonna have to rush over
Gotta
if you
get the
want
plug!
that.
Gotta get the
Well,
plug!
you could say-
Oh no!
I don't think you're gonna be able to get it.
I don't either.
Claire arrived just in time.
That might be the top of it though, so if you let the like
Perfect
water
moment
continue
to arrive.
rising, then maybe it'll let you go back down to get it.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
I have no clue. I don't even know if those collectibles are even, like,
I don't know if they do anything. I know that there's achievements in Steam,
interesting.
but since this is
Maybe
not a
that's
Steam
what they're
copy,
for. Okay.
it might be just in-game collectibles.
I don't honestly know. Let's get a skin for Claire.
As the water began to rise,
Skin.
Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as
I'm-
many
I'm-
restarts as it took.
I'm absolutely loving this, though.
I don't think this is a bad little game. I think it's
Wait a
definitely
second.
it's got its crowd, you know. Oh, you could jump this whole time.
Yeah, I can jump in the water. That's always been a
She's
thing.
more the lone Avenger type. Oh, she'd like that.
Oh no!
Solo
Oh, I
hero
thought
in
Thomas
a
was gonna
world
get
of
crushed.
Rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water.
Wow. All right, so
I'm
now we got
having way
3.
too much fun with this.
Boom, boom, boom.
The others told Claire that staircases were a bit of a fixture here. Claire wondered why the world made it so difficult.
This is so on the nose, and I love it. Also, Christopher hasn't said anything in a while about hating someone, so that's kind of good. I think he's
He's
slowly.
warming up to the
I think
team.
he's slowly accepting people. Christopher, this is where you get off. John.
Meanwhile, the banana is taking his time.
John is not a banana.
Why do you have to crush his dreams? And his. What a big block.
Yeah, I love how they give the characters names. It makes you feel more endeared to them. Wait a minute.
Okay, got all 4 now.
Claire probably needed a nemesis, a villain who would show their true
she's
colours at
super.
the worst possible moment, hurting all she held dear.
I guess there's water
Chris
physics
was
at
the
some
most
point.
obvious choice. He seemed stroppy enough.
He wants
His
Chris
job
to
was
be
so
the
pathetic that it
supervillain.
conveniently avoided Claire's insecurities.
That's not gonna make it. It's not.
Chris. Diabolical Chris.
Uncle Chris.
The fiendish Christopher.
Ah, okay. Let's go. Team
Something.
Team Block.
Team alone. Team loners.
Yeah, Team Christopher.
I guess Thomas was alone, but now he's not.
Now he had.
Team friends.
Yeah, that's weird. The title is.
Yes, I just made a friends joke.
I hate.
Complete silence.
I've never watched Friends, so I have nothing to add.
Oh my god. You've never seen Friends?
I was in the pool, Brittany? Question mark? Is that a Friends reference?
I don't even know. I would
couldn't
recommend
tell you.
like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but that's about it.
I don't know. I don't watch much sitcom. I watch mostly YouTubes. Not us though, because we're absolute garbage.
Where'd Chris gone?
You should teleport? Oh,
Was he off somewhere?
what's
Plotting
happening?
Claire's downfall?
Oh, Chris
you're-
is
She was
gone.
honest. And she had to be because
I think you're
she's a
supposed to like
superhero.
rubber
I
them
was
across.
just
yeah.
Troubling
Just double
checking
checking.
the level.
events. Still, there were reasonably sized bodies of water to cross.
I love how she sees herself as. Oh, they're giving so much character to these little squares. I love it. I didn't think I was gonna love this game as much as I actually do.
Yeah.
The soundtrack plus the gameplay. The gameplay is all right.
Yeah, it's your typical kind of 2D platformer,
Yeah.
which is okay.
But you get to switch characters, and each character has a different thing about them.
Yeah. It seems very good for what it is. I think it's
Boop.
very good. You should block yourself in. Nope. Block. Get it?
Shut up. You've lost your talking privileges.
I'll just scream loudly now instead of having any kind of context.
Commentary. The word you're looking for is commentary, not context. Thank you.
In this context, I'm not giving much commentary now, am I? Ba-da-boop.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Ooh,
2.8.
This is looking harder.
Moving platforms over water, eh? Claire's newly heightened senses told her that there were multiple paths across with various possible configurations of the little posse.
You did a
thought-
good job.
I thought I could make it across.
I think the biggest worry that we had for this series is
It's gonna be a little boring.
commentary and just boringness. Because
I
while
mean,
it is a very
It
good,
kinda is lacking a little bit.
while it looks like it's a very excellent platforming puzzle game, it's very hard to be able to kind of commentate over this and also have something substantial to add.
I mean, this is just a feel-good game.
Yeah. So I definitely recommend.
Oh yeah,
I mean, if the game looks interesting,
100% recommend.
go for it.
If you want more of us just playing this, just having a good time,
Yeah.
They were
Like,
doing
comment,
really
subscribe.
well. Claire hoped she could get them all
I've been watching a
across.
lot of Let's Players
John
that have
was
been doing that
fully
lately,
aware
and I'm
he
like,
could do this
how?
alone.
I
Thomas
mean, I understand it.
he'd never have to.
Oof.
Wait a second, what?
It's a weird pattern. Oof.
Shush. You bounce off of the other blocks, so it made me weird. So we need to get on top of Claire to end.
Oh, you could have just kept going.
Yeah, but I... Hell.
You might not want to do the death counter anymore.
No. Whoop. Claire time.
Claire shouldn't have any problem.
Instead of just calling them blue and yellow and orange.
Okay, so
There are spikes. Narrator, what do you have to say about Spike? Do I jump?
no, don't touch them. You're gonna die.
Claire was alone, which was odd, because she wasn't meant to be alone. She needed to be where there were rectangles to save.
What
Being
And
the
you can't
only
switch.
superhero in a given space kind of defeats the object. Spikes.
There you go.
I forgot you can, do this
Yeah.
and then jump.
She decided
Because I'm used to
it was
just...
most likely her
Yeah, from
kryptonite,
typical games, it's,
not the rubbish red
you know,
kryptonite
if
either,
half your
proper
character's
radioactive
leaning off the
green
platform, you're gonna fall.
Yeah.
But for this one,
This
you can
one,
go right
it's-
on the cliff and it'll be fine.
This is interesting. Also, the thing that these are AI, Claire developing the thought of being a hero,
Yeah.
that's... I don't know,
That's
that
actually
says
neat.
something about AI, that, like, the AI takeover is coming, but sometimes the AI might not be bad. Sometimes the AI takeover could be substantial, like, good for...
It could be.
Is it the...
It's the same level as just 2 now.
What?
It's probably a new obstacle too.
Wow. Deja vu.
No, I think it's the same exact
The
thing.
mind was repeating.
Huh.
And this time Thomas was here. Claire felt something.
So I
had
think
gone
this is
wrong.
going to be the last level.
It was a
Probably,
disturbance in
yeah.
the
There's a
force.
disturbance in the Force. Haha, they made a Star Wars joke.
Something had altered the Matrix.
Someone had altered the
world was reacting to
Matrix.
their progress. It was amassing its forces. It was plotting against them. Claire
Oh,
finally had a nemesis.
at least you don't have to start at the beginning every time.
I thought it was going to stop.
You have to just let it pass.
Yes, I know.
Gotta take your time.
I'm just getting impatient.
It spikes again. You're getting very impatient, I can tell.
Yeah, I know. I just want to get through the level. This game likes to shut me up.
Looks like it's going a little bit faster than last time. too.
Yeah, that's bothering me as well.
Hoopla. Yeah, you're gonna have to have him. There we go.
Boom. Boom jams.
Sonic Boom.
Good job, Thomas. Good boy.
He's just riding her like a boat.
She is boat, though.
I declare you boat. What? And a terrible joke to end off the episode.
So that will be the...
So yes, that is the end to Thomas Was Alone. Obviously he's not alone anymore.
Episode 1, Phantom Menace. Thomas was alone.
Yeah.
Finds his father.
If-
John is actually all of their fathers. I'm creating
I'm
this
so
lore.
confused. What's happening?
Anyway,
This is supposed to be simple. What are you doing?
we'll see you next time.